guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment. My plan for this week was actually to basically only do challenges because I feel like I was just really in the mood to, I'm still in the mood to do it, but hear me out. Because I felt like the other day when I asked you guys on the community tab, I was asking like, what challenges do you want to see the most? So stuff from like make no mistake or every room is a different something something, stuff like that. And I was just really in the mood to sit down and record it. But because it's been so warm, I've not really had the chance because it would require me to shut my fan off for more than 30 minutes and I don't think I can handle that right now. Also, right now I'm dealing with computer problems. I actually don't really know if it's my computer. I just want to explain you guys this just in case, but something is going on with my computer, or at least I don't really know if it's actually my computer. I have a suspicion that it might have something to do with either the power supply or the way that I've set up my wires and all that. So I don't really know what's going on with that. I'm gonna finish up this video, upload it and all that stuff, gonna do a Roblox video, and then I'm just gonna let it cool down so I can clean it and yeah, hope for the best after that. I don't really know what's going on with that, but I'm being a little bit careful about it right now. So because of that, I don't want to sit down and risk recording for 2 hours and then it freezes up and I'll lose all that all that footage, the 2 hours of footage, it'll be gone because that happened during filming this apartment actually. So it's good that I kind of like take pauses now and then. You can see cuts throughout the video. That's when I click stop record because otherwise I wouldn't have anything, because it actually happened after I did one of the upstairs bedrooms and then it happened after I did the same bedroom again, which is just a coincidence, I swear. But because of that, I don't want to, and then also because of how freaking hot my office is, I don't want to risk like working on something for 2 hours, because when I record real time, I don't take pauses. Like I don't say stop record and then start record again. I only do that when I do speed builds. So I don't want to risk like working on something for 2 hours and then losing all of it. I think that should make sense. So as soon as I feel like it's safe again and as soon as my office has calmed down a little bit, cooled down a little bit, which should be happening maybe like next week or so, we're gonna do like a whole week of just challenges and it's going to be really fun. I thought I would just explain that to you guys if you're wondering where the challenges are. And also if I suddenly disappear for maybe more than a week, it's because my computer has had a meltdown. So anyways, it's been a bit of a stressful 18 hours or so, because yes, it happened twice within 18 hours, or it's actually 16 hours because it happened 2 hours ago again. So twice within 16 hours, and like YouTube is my job, it's my sole income, so if I don't have my computer, I can't do this, and that's kind of freaking me out a little bit. So anyways, I don't want to talk too much about it. I just thought I'd explain in case you're wondering about the challenges, and also if I happen to disappear and you don't follow me on Twitter, just so you know, it's probably because my computer has left the planet or whatever. So yeah, enough about that. Today we are decorating an apartment, and this one, I don't actually know how many Sims it's for. I didn't count before I started doing this voiceover. I didn't count when I did the bedrooms either, but I know it's for 2 parents. It's for one, I think, young adult who's possibly off to university, because their room is a little bit more on the mature side, but I don't think they're actually like full grown-up who lives at home. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just don't feel like they are that anyways. And then there's also room for 2 teens. One of them does have a double bed, so I suppose the teen's partner, one of the teen's partners, could also be living in this apartment. Then there's also room for a kid and a toddler. So I don't know how many Sims that is. It's quite a lot. I can't count right now because I've literally had like 4 hours of sleep. So no, not because of the computer meltdown. Do you guys ever, I tweeted this as well, but do you guys ever like go to bed, you're so exhausted, and then you lie down and it's like your head just won't stop, like you just can't stop thinking, and it's just causing you not to be able to fall asleep, because it's like someone's constantly talking to you, but it's just like it's yourself because it's your thoughts. Does that make sense? I don't know. Am I rambling right now? I'm being a little bit crazy, Possibly, but I've also not slept a lot. So anyways, do you guys ever do you ever feel like that? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But yeah, so it's a bigger apartment for a very big family. And this one is one of the ones that I've only ever done once before, I think, actually. So I did this one back in 2018. So it's a very long time ago. I think it was like seasons themed or something like that. But I felt like it was just about time that I revisited it. So because the last house that I did was so colorful, I wanted to do the complete opposite of that. So that house was very, mid-century modern, very colorful, very cozy, kind of grandparents like a little bit who were stuck in the 70s, just a little, or stuck in the 70s, what? Stuck in the 60s, just a little, like 50s, 60s, just a little bit. And then with this one, I decided to go the contemporary route because that is newer. It's definitely newer compared to mid-century modern, and go a completely colorless way. So it's very white and gray basically, and it's kind of icy, it's kind of cold, but it's also a color scheme that I don't ever do, not really. So I just kind of wanted to try something new, and yeah, I felt like this was a great time considering the last house that I did was the complete opposite of this. Or not the complete opposites, because I don't think you can do complete opposites when it comes to interior styles, but it was definitely very different from this one. So I had quite a lot of fun with this one, even so my computer crashed a couple of times, but it was worth the effort, I suppose. I hope my computer's not broken. Please knock on wood. I don't have any wood near me. Anyways, I can knock on the floor. I'm not going to do that in the middle of the voiceover. Let's just please hope with me that my computer's not broken, because it would make me very sad. So it's only 3 years old. It shouldn't be happening. I already said that, but it's only 3 years old. I know my brother had his computer for 6 years or 7 years before he got a new one. So even though I probably am a little bit harsher on mine, considering I render quite a lot of videos, I do clean mine, which I don't think he does very often. And I also... What was the other thing I wanted to say? He also uses his literally day in and day out, and I don't do that either. I use it a lot, yes. I spend most of my days here working on some kind of video, yes, definitely. But he still uses his more than I do, so I feel like that doesn't make sense. Why would mine? Come on, why am I the unlucky person here? Anyways, so let's just hope that it's all good. So we moved on to the second floor. Actually, I forgot to say where this apartment is. Blame it on the lack of sleep. But I think this is in Uptown. I literally can't see the address right now because there's a cheat bar in the way. But it's, what was it? VIII Landgraab apartments, something like that, I think. It's one of the 2-story ones that, again, I've literally not touched since 2018, but, sometimes we just gotta mix it up a little bit, and it was about time. I think I've actually, the old apartment is in my save file, so I think I'm actually gonna swap them out, or swap that one out with this one, because I like this one better. It's updated with all the packs that we've gotten since then, and I don't think the other one had a family in it either, so as far as I remember. So I think I'm actually gonna do that because I like this one a little bit better. Plus it's very different from the other apartments in the save file too. And yes, there will be an updated version of the save file at some point, but there's one lot in Evergreen Harbor that I haven't touched yet, and I need to fix that one first. It's one or two, I don't really remember, but I need to fix those or that one first, and then I'll do the video. Then I'll do the tour video, show you guys what's new, and introduce you to some of the families that I've added to my save file as well. I know that a lot of you have been asking for the updated version, but I just need to take my time to figure out exactly what to build on those 2 lots, or one lot, whatever. I'm missing either 1 or 2, so we'll see. But you'll know, once it's up on the channel, you'll know. I'll probably give you guys updates before that happens, so I usually do. So once I get closer and closer to releasing that version of the save file, I usually start talking about it more in my speed builds. Plus, I'll also mention it in the voiceovers of the 1 or 2 builds that I'm still missing in Evergreen Harbor. I am struggling a little bit with what to do for the community lots, or the community spaces is what they're called, because I don't like to do community lots, and these ones are like 3 versions of one, or is it 4? Actually, I think it's 4 versions of one community lot, and it's just a lot for someone who doesn't like to build community lots, so I don't really know what to do with them, but if you have an idea, let me know. I've seen that some of you guys had been suggesting that we did a shell challenge, and then the winners of the shell challenge will end up in the save file. The thing about that is that all the community lots will either end up being the same shells, so they'll be the same shape, and also the same size, because often like a shell will be on a 30 by 20, and not all the community lots are 30 by 20s, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Otherwise I'll have to do like lots and lots of shell challenges all of a sudden, and I can't really do that. But if you have any ideas for that, let me know, and then eventually once I'm in the mood to build community lots, I'll probably update with them with my own as well, but so it's not EA's or yours, but actually my saves, or my my builds in my save. But we'll see. If you have any ideas, let me know. Also, this room is for the more mature teen / young adult who's off to university. I feel like they're a young adult. You guys see what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit more mature. Okay, you haven't seen the other bedrooms yet. You've only seen the parents' one, so you don't really have anything to compare it to. But trust me, once you see the other ones, you'll see what I mean. Like, you'll get it. There is one that actually is not shown in the video because of the crashing problems. I didn't want to do it a 3rd time, also because I was scared that it was going to crash my computer again. I'm literally trying to not redo anything I've done within the past like 18 hours, so just bear with me. But that's not shown in the video, so you'll have to wait for the screenshots to see what that looks like. However, there's a double bed in there. It's supposed to be for a teen who might be close to being a young adult, and they're very into art. So they have a couple of easels in there. There's also some, you might be able to see it here in the background now and then, actually. I'm not really sure. Once we get to the other, the tiny humans bedroom, you might be able to see it now and then. But there's a couple of easels in there. There's like newspapers on the grounds and paintings up against the walls and stuff like that. They also have some sketches taped to the wall as well. So you might be able to see that, but I'm not really sure, because the walls in this apartment on the 2nd floor are actually the tallest. So it's a little bit difficult to see the other rooms when you're working on one of them. Something that you wouldn't necessarily think about, but I've noticed it here as I'm doing the speed build. I don't really like the tall walls. I feel like they always turn out bare, like really bare. I like white walls, like simple white walls in real life. I don't like when all my walls are just bare, but I do like a nice, just simple, bare white wall. However, in The Sims, for some reason, it bothers me so much. I need there to be at least like something on every wall, whether it's a picture or a shelf or something else. There just needs to be something. I don't like bare walls in The Sims. That's also why I use a lot of accented walls. So like they could be the same color. Like in here, I've used this kind of like wooden wallpaper, and then with the white wallpaper next to it, I just need there to be like something. It doesn't matter if it's a patterned wall in the same color as the other one like we have in here, or if it's 2 different colors or whatever. I just need there to be something. So I don't like bare walls in The Sims. I actually don't remember why I started talking about that. I completely lost my train of thought. It's because I'm tired, but anyways, now you know I don't like bare walls in The Sims. So it's probably why I like so much clutter as well. I just don't like bare surfaces. It looks cold and distant. However, in real life, I think it looks tasteful and nice. But in The Sims, I'm like, this is a showroom. Like, nobody lives here. This is just, they're having an open house and there's a real estate agent waiting outside the door. Something like that. This might actually be the 2nd bathroom that I'm showing you, but I felt like they were different enough to include both of them. I feel like I lost some of the footage for this bathroom as well. Or it might have been the last bathroom that I did yesterday before I went to bed. I was so tired, like I swear, I was so tired that I barely remember actually doing this bathroom. and then I couldn't fall asleep anyways. It wasn't even that late because I played Fall Guys for half an hour afterwards. I was supposed to only play for 10 minutes, but then 10 minutes turned to 20, and then 20 turned to 30, and time just went by. I suck at it, by the way. Like, I suck big time at Fall Guys. I got to 11 left, and then I swear someone sabotaged us because I was disconnected from the server and my internet was fine. I was watching videos at the same time, so it couldn't have been my internet because nothing happened. Nothing was buffering. Everything was fine. I wasn't disconnected from anything else. So I swear that someone sabotaged me, or us, the remaining people, the remaining Fall Guys, for beating them, and that's just not cool. So that kind of put me off the game a little bit, but then I jumped back in and I got to 16 left or something. I don't remember, but I did pretty good. However, I still suck at it. I will say though, I nailed the fruit shoot. The fruit shoot. Why is that so difficult to say all of a sudden? I don't know. Anyways, I nailed that one very well. Like, I was number 7 in line, or number 7 at the finish line, whatever. So it's quite fun. If you haven't played Fall Guys, you definitely should. It doesn't cost a lot on Steam, and it's good to just like sit down and have a laugh because the little guys are looking so funny when they're jumping around and falling around. Even though you might get a little bit, like, if you're really competitive like I am, I have 3 siblings, my parents are divorced, I'm born into a very sporty kind of family, so I was born to be competitive. That's just how it is. If you're like me, you might get a little bit frustrated now and then when someone randomly runs into you and your little guy falls over and he's like not responsive and he doesn't want to get up. But other than that, it's really fun. I actually laughed at myself quite a lot as well because I kept falling down various things, and even when I got eliminated, it was still fun. So even for someone very competitive, it might still be fun for you, I'm just saying. Also, this is the tiny human's bedroom. It's the last one of the bedrooms, and then we're moving on to the terrace, and I think that is actually about it. We still have another 1.5 minutes to go though, so I had no issues with this, well, at least not with my computer, but I didn't really know what to do with the room once I started decorating it, so that's why we have this little situation over here in the corner. I still think that the dollhouses are way too big in The Sims, but I've also never had a dollhouse. I don't know of anyone who's had one. Like, I've never visited someone and they had a big dollhouse, so I don't know what they look like in real life. I've only seen them in a couple of horror movies, and that's it. Yes, anyways. So now I associate dollhouses with horror movies. That's just how it works. So I don't know. Are they supposed to be that huge? Might be, but I just feel like they're gigantic, especially for a tiny little human. How are they supposed, like, it's bigger than the human. So I don't know. I sized it down once, put it over in the corner. I hope it looks fine. I hope you guys like the cluttered shelves as well. I used a lot of the knitted animals and also the Grim Reaper actually in this apartment. I feel like the grandparents might have sent them that. Oh, theory! The grandparents are the ones living in the cottage. Their interior is like completely different from this one. So they might not like get along with the parents in this apartment, but they still love their grandchildren. Now that's a storyline. I could do that. I could put that in the save file. I'll actually write that down in my save file planner before I forget it. I think that'd be quite cute. So, and I'm not saying that you can't get along just because you have different tastes in interior. I'm not saying that, but it's The Sims, you know how it works. Opposites are not necessarily best friends. So yeah, anyways. I hope you guys like this apartment. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Can't believe someone like me is here with somebody like you. There's something about you. but now I'm down. And that's just one of many things that makes me believe that you're a dream. Yeah, it's no secret